take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth. And we are going to be calling game 2 of this 3-game set of the Yankees versus the Rangers, or the Royals at Kauffman Stadium, excuse me. Hey, Daniel, welcome from the Hardcore Sports Network. Appreciate you chiming in today. And we've got a few people here, so shout outs to Margaret, to Jonathan, to Yanks for Life, David Sobel, and Kaz. Appreciate y'all being here, supporting the stream. We're probably about 5 minutes before game time, so I'm going to start by going over today's lineups. For the Yankees, leading off is going to be center fielder Trent Grisham. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. In the 2-hole is going to be the captain, Aaron Judge. Hitting in the 3-hole is going to be the left fielder, Cody Bellinger. Hitting in the 4-hole is going to be first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Hitting in the 5-hole is going to be the DH, Big Ben Rice. Getting the start at third base this evening is going to be Ahmed Rosario. Hitting in the 5-hole, or the 6-hole, hitting in the 7-hole is going to be second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr. In the 8-hole is going to be the shortstop Anthony Volpe. And behind the dish is going to be Austin Wells. On the bump for the Yankees this evening is going to be Cam Schlittler. For this afternoon or this evening's, they should score 2 touchdowns. All right, David. Welcome, Ronald. Nance, appreciate it. For today's Royals lineup, Michael Garcia is going to be leading off playing third base. Witt Jr. will be at shortstop, hitting out of the 2-hole. Vinny Pasquantino will be at first, hitting out of the 3-hole. So Sasquatch is looking to club another one. Welcome, James. Appreciate you being here. In the cleanup spot is going to be the catcher, Salvador Perez. And Carter Jensen will be DHing, hitting out of the 5-hole. Lane Thomas will be in center field, hitting out of the 6-hole. Jack Caglione will be in right field in the 7-hole. Laughlin will be at second base in the 8-hole, and Kyle Isbell will be in center field, bringing up the rear. And on the bump for the Royals is going to be Bradley Falter. I do not believe that he is their actual starter. I think the Royals are going with a bullpen game today. Hopefully we fare better than we have in the past. If you have not, we have an active poll this evening. If you haven't, please take a moment to drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Currently, we have 8 votes. Thank you for those who have participated and dropped your vote. And as you know, we go for 30 likes per live play-by-play. Currently, we're at 9. It's 21 away from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. This broadcast is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network, courtesy of Mitch. Appreciate the support there. If you haven't, please consider subscribing to Hardcore Sports. And you are here with me on Yankees The Ugly Truth. And I am currently at 738 subscribers, too short of our next milestone of 740. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, this may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. How are we feeling about the game this evening? Are we going to take two? Let me know what you're feeling, and we'll talk some baseball. Sort of funny from yesterday's game. We saw the bottom of the lineup actually producing runs. And to me, that is a great sign. If those bats can get sparked and wake up some of the front end. All right, David has a Yankees win 10-2. I like it. Any other predictions out there? Dingers, wingers, strikeouts. And it looks like Bradley Falter is walking out to the mound. He is 0-1 on the season with a 9.82 ERA. Only pitched 7 innings. He is 6-6 with walks. And hitters are hitting 287 against him. So they are smacking him. And Falter sets. First pitch is on the way. And this is a line drive to center field. Isbell is closing in on it, and he is going to make the play for the first out. All right, David says 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. Respectable. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judges in the chambers. Pitch is on the way. And this one is grounded to Witt Jr. Fires across the diamond to Pascantino. So 2 pitches and 2 outs. What the hell? Come on, fellas. Nick Marley is the umpire. 10 seasons in the major leagues. He's considered a pitcher-friendly pitcher. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. And Falter sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be called strike 1. That's BS. That was high. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger drives this one to right field. This one is going, and gone. The Belly gets a 4-bagger in the first inning. That is a line drive home run. His 8th of the season. This is his 2nd homer on the road. I think the 2nd of this series. That one traveled 387 feet at 105.1 miles an hour. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Let's freaking go. Hey, AD, welcome to the stream. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call, strike 1. Paul Goldschmidt is up to bat. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. As you know, Goldschmidt hammers left-handed pitchers, and Falter happens to be one. So let's see what kind of a damage he can do against this young lad. Falter sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 2-1 on Goldie. Falter sets and fighters, and the slider is up and in. Count is now 3-1 on Goldschmidt. Did Belly rattle his nerves a little bit? Falter sets. Pitch is on the way. And this is driven down the line, left field. It's going to go into the corner. It's bouncing around. Goldschmidt is rounding first, heading to second. And he is going to be at second with a stand-up double. Let's freaking go. Put a crooked number on the window. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. A little bit of bingo, kid. A little bit of bingo. Don't press. Just lock and rock. And Falter sets. And he fires. Pitch is on the way. And the slider is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Rice. Falter sets. And he fires. And this ball is rocketed to right field. And Cagliota is going to make a shoestring catch to end the inning, but not before the Yankees tag a run on a Cody Bellinger home run. So hence, Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Coming up in the bottom of the first is going to be Michael Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., and Vinny Pasquantino, affectionately known as Sasquatch. Actually, New York is challenging the catch on the field for Rice. Rice smoked it. It was at 107 miles an hour. So let's look at the replay. Let's see what's going on. I think it was trapped, touching the ground. I don't know. This one's a tight one. I'm not sure if they're going to get this one or not. Guess we're going to find out because they are still waiting. Question is, do they have enough to overturn this call? I think they do. The call on the field is overturned. Bellinger is going to score. The batter is going to remain at first. The Yankees retained their challenge. So the Yankees now have a 2-0 lead. Runner at first with 2 outs. Goldie was busting it off the hit. So Ahmed Rosario is up to bat. There is a runner at first with one out. Pitch is on the way, and that is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0 on row. So we have our crooked number. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to left field. And they are going back. This one is gone. A 2-run shot by Ahmed Rosario. And that is Rosario's 5th home run of the season. 420 feet, left his bat at 101.1 miles an hour. Let's freaking go. Bury these clowns right now. Yankees have a 4-0 lead. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Falter sets. First pitch to Jazz is a four-seamer that is in there for call. Strike one, paid at the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-1. Hey, Daver, welcome to the stream. Pitch is on the way, and that is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. And Falter sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is driven to right center field. And Caglione is going to leap off his feet and make the catch. Every Yankee has hit a rocket off of Falter. And this could be an up. But that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the first. Yankees have dropped a 4 spot on the board and have a 4-0 lead on the Royals. Coming up to bat is going to be Michael Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., and Vinny Pasquantino. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 11 votes. And as you know, we are gold for 30 likes in our live play-by-plays. We are currently at 11, 19 away. So please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And we're going to go over the active scoreboard at this point. The Nationals have a 4-1 lead on the Guardians in the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles have a 3-1 lead on the Rays in the top of the 5th. Let's go Orioles. Never say that, but I will tonight. Angels have a 4-2 lead on the Tigers in the top of the 5th. Pirates have a 5-1 lead on the Cubs in the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox have a 2-0 lead on the Braves in the bottom of the 4th. Blue Jays lead the Marlins 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Red Sox lead the Mets 2-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. And as you know, in our game, the Yankees lead the Royals 4-0 in the bottom of the 1st. Royals and Twins, or the Twins and White Sox, and the Cardinals and Brewers are just underway, and they are locked up at zeros. That's your active scoreboard for the day. And Splittler sets. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is a bit high and inside. Count is 1-0. Garcia is hitting .262 on the season, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a .701 OPS. And Cam sets, fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. Splittler sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled down the right field line. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is way up. Count is evened at 2-2. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to center field. Grisham is drifting over to his left, and he is going to make the play in shallow center field for the first out. Coming up to bat is Bobby Witt Jr. And Cam sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Witt. Bobby Witt is hitting .294 in the season, 8 home runs, 24 RBIs, and an .841 OPS. Schlittler sets and fires, and the cutter is down low. Count is even at 1-1. Pitch is on the way. The cutter is waved at inside for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. And the next pitch is on the way, and this is line to left field. Bellinger is going to close on it and make the play for the second out. So there are 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Coming up to bat is Sasquatch. Hey, JJ, welcome to the stream. Affectionately known as Sasquatch, Vinny Pascantino is coming up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced through the left side of the infield. So that is going to be a 2-out single to Bellinger. So that is their first hit and first base runner on. Schlittler sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Perez is hitting .215 on the season, 9 home runs, 25 RBIs, and a .636 OPS. Schlittler sets and fires, and that fastball is up and in. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and that fastball just misses down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is grounded to Volpe. Volpe flips it one hopper to Goldschmidt to retire the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Royals in the bottom of the first. So they're going to leave a runner stranded. Well, right now, Goldschmidt has for the limited playing time that he has, is 2 outs above replacement. First baseman. How are we feeling about the game thus far? Yeah, of course. Everybody wants to trade for Scooble. The Yankees are not going to trade for him. They don't need him. He's a 1-year rental. Actually, he'll be a 3-month rental. So there's absolutely no point in pulling that trade because it's going to cost you a boatload of prospects. The Yankees have the prospects for that package. However, we don't need them. We have a lot of up and coming talent in our minor leagues from Chase Hampton, Ben Hess, Elmer Rodriguez, Carlos LaGrange. And a trade like that would probably involve one of those type of players. Probably cost you a Jason Dominguez, most likely. In the long run, do you think that it's worth it? I don't see where it is. Well, Rice is in a bit of a slump, and we will see what we see. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. And Falter sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. That was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is way up high. Makes it all the way to the backstop. Count is evened at 1-1. Falter sits. Eddie fires. That pitch travels inside. So he showed Volpe a steady diet of fastballs. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung and missed. Actually, it's foul tipped, and the count is actually 2-2. Falter sets and fires, and this ball is driven to left field, and this one is going, and gone. And that is a 4-bagger. That is Volpe's first home run of the 2026 season. That one traveled 409 feet at 103.1 miles an hour. I tell you what, for Falter, this is like a freaking nightmare. It just keeps getting worse. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. You'll know that it's hit the fan if Wells hits a home run. First pitch is on the way, and this is an elevator shaft home run on the infield. Laughlin is tracking it, and he is going to make the play on the infield grass. So that is the first out of the inning. Congratulations. 1 pitch out. You know how much I freaking love those things. Oh, speaking of 1 pitch outs, Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. He did charge the ball to center field, but it was a 1 pitch out. And Falter sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded through the infield to center field. So Grisham is going to be on board with a single. another one pitch at bat. And it looks like we have a new member. AD, welcome to the Yankees The Ugly Truth membership group. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judges in the chambers. And the pitch is on the way. And this is bounced through the infield to the left side. Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with one out. So the Yankees already have 7 freaking hits. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. And in his first appearance, he banged out a home run. No, thank you, sir. First pitch is on the way, and that curveball catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Belly. Next pitch is on the way, and Belly hammers this one foul down the right field line. That one's going to drift into the stands. Wow. I don't see anybody warming up in the Royals bullpen yet. They're going to let Falter continue to take bullets in the forehead. Falter sets and fires, and Belly pops this one up. And Garcia is tracking it in foul territory, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Goldie. Now it looks like they've got somebody warming up in the pen. Avila. Falter sets and fires, and this ball is grounded up the middle. Laughlin is going to get it over second base and pivot fire, and he is going to get Goldie at first base. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before Anthony Volpe tacks another run on to give the Yankees a 5-0 lead on the Royals. I want to thank everybody for being here to listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is always appreciated. And in our active scoreboard today, Nationals lead the Guardians 4-1, bottom of the 6th. Orioles lead the Rays 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Tigers have a 5-4 lead on the Angels in the bottom of 5. Pirates now have an 8-1 lead on the Cubs in the top of the 6th. The Braves and the Red Sox are all up at 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Blue Jays have a 2-0 lead in the bottom of 4. Reds have a 2-0 lead on the Mets in the top of 4. As you know, going to the bottom of 2, Yankees have a 5-0 lead on the Royals. The Twins and White Sox are locked up at 0s in the top of the 2nd, as is the Cardinals and the Brewers. Just getting underway is the Rangers and the Astros, and that is your active scoreboard at this time. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 12 votes at this time. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 12 likes. Our goal is 30 for every live play-by-play, so we are 18 short. And this stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports, consider subscribing to them. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 738 subscribers, looking at our next milestone of 740. So if you haven't, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And the first pitch on the way to Jensen is in there for call. Strike one. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball that painted the outside corner. And Schlittler sets. Next pitch is on the way. And that is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Amazingly enough, right now, Schlittler does not have a strikeout. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is just down low. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets. The four-seamer is up high. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? And the pitch is on the way. This is a bouncer to Goldie. Goldie's going to flip to Cab, and that's going to record the second out of the inning. Schlittler is at 19 pitches with one out in the bottom of the second. First pitch is on the way, and this is hammered down the third base line past a diving Ed Rosario. It's going to get into the corner, and Thomas is rounding first, heading to second, so that is going to be a stand-up double. JJ, there are at least three high-velocity quality pitchers that are sitting in the wings down in the minor leagues. Chase Hampton probably being the most advanced of them all. He should have made his major league debut last year, but he went under the knife for Tommy John surgery. And he has been pitching great in the minors so far. Schlittler sets, and they pitch to Caglione, paints the outside portion of the plate for call, strike one. Caglione is hitting .239 on the season, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a .711 OPS. And Cam sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. Schlittler checks on the runner at second, sets and fires, and that ball is just tap foul. So Caglione stays alive. Count remains 0-2. And Schlittler checks on the runner, pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. That is going to be Cam's first strikeout of the game, and that is the second out of the inning. Laughlin is coming up to bat. Why not bring up Henry Lulane? Well, first of all, he's not on the 40-man roster. So if we were to contemplate bringing him up, who are we going to DFA? Because that's the only where we're getting anybody off the 40-man. First pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside corner of the strike zone for call, strike one. Lofton is hitting .232 on the season, no home runs, 13 RBIs, and a .705 OPS. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is evened at 1-1. They're not going to DFA Duvall. And Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. More than likely, what will end up happening in my book to get any other pitcher or player on the 40-man is Kerwin Castro is probably going to be a victim. Next pitch is on the way, and that sinker is down low. Count is now 3-1. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the fastball is hammered down the left field line, but this is foul. Count is now full, 3-2. Schlittler checks on the runner, and the pitch is on the way. And that is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Royals in the bottom of 2. Coming up to bat in the top of 3 for the Yankees is going to be Ben Rice, Ahmed Rosario, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hey, Nick. Welcome to the stream. What I think is going to happen, Max Fried is eligible to come off the IL on Friday. What I think they're going to do is send Jake Bird down. Jake is an effective pitcher, but against right-handed batters, he only throws 2 pitches. He throws a sinker and a sweeper. If his sweeper isn't on point, opposing hitters sit dead red and will hammer his fastball or his sinker. I think he needs another pitch, and I think that most likely it'll be a changeup, but it'll take 1 to 2 months to get him really grooving a changeup the right way and feeling it. So I think that Bird may be the one that goes down. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take a moment to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 12 votes at this time, so thank you to everybody who has voted. And as you know, our goal is 30 likes for our live play-by-play. We are currently at 16, so we are 14 away from our goal. So if you could please hit the like button, share the channel out. And coming up to bat is Ben Rice. First pitch is on the way from Falter. It is a slider down low. Count is 1-0. And Falter sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is another slider down low. Count is now 2-0 on Rice. Rice is a 1-for-1 on the day with a RBI and a run scored. Falter sets, fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1 on Ben. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is even at deuce deuce. Falter sets and fires, and that curveball is in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. Falter sets, pitches on the way, and that curveball is grounded down the first base line for a foul. Count remains 3-2. Falter sets and fires, and that pitch is lined through the left side of the infield. And that is going to be a single to left center field. So Rice has a leadoff single. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a 2-run home run. And Falter sets, pitch is on the way, and this is hammered into left field. Thomas is going to field it and shoot it into the infield quickly. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr., 0 for 1. He hit a bullet in his first at bat. And of course, Jazz is getting a hail of boos. And Falter sets. Pitch is on the way, and that slider is in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on Jazz. Falter sets and fires, and Jazz swings at the slider. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Chisholm is going to chap his hat and challenge this one. And of course, Chisholm is wrong as usual. And the Yankees lose their first challenge. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 2-2. Jazz is 2 for 9 in challenges, a 22% success rate. The Jazz may want to stop making challenges because he's not very damn good at it. Falter sets and fires, and Jazz waves. Oh, and he tips the ball into the ground. So that is a foul ball. I thought it was a winging miss. So the count remains 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls this one straight back. Count remains 2-2. And Falter sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz hammers the curveball foul. Maybe, Dave, maybe. And Falter sets and fires. And Jazz hammers this one foul down the first base line. So that is going to be the 8th pitch of the at bat, heading to number 9. And Falter sets and fires, and this one is skied to left center field. And Isbell is back, and on the track, and he is going to make the catch on the warning track. Rice is going to tag and head to third. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with 1 out. Anthony Volpe coming up to bat. Volpe is 1 for 1 with a home run. And it looks like Falter is out of here. So, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. And you are out of there. Coming in to relieve Falter is going to be Luender Avila. Hey, FJ. Awesome. Awesome that you were at the game. And with regard to Bednar, I think he's solid still. I think some of his faltering has been because of overuse. And when our rotation actually gets right, I do not feel that he is going to be used as much as he has been. Well, if you went to the game yesterday, it's in Kansas City. And Kansas City is nowhere near the price cost of that in the Bronx. My family and I and Jonathan and Jason from 161 River Ave are going to be going to the Phillies game in July, Saturday the 25th. And those tickets, we're sitting down the third base line behind the Yankees dugout, and we are going to have rows, I believe, 12 rows back from the dugout, and those are like $200 a pop. And the first pitch to Volpe is a 95-mile-an-hour sinker inside. Count is 1-0. Avila sets and fires, and Volpe fouls this one down the first base line. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Actually, we have done some collaboration, JJ. And Avila sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced through the left side of the infield for a single. And Rice is rounding and going to head to the plate. So that is Volpe's second hit of the night. Yankees are now leading 6-0. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. A runner or a Boston Wells coming up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day. Next pitch is on the way, and Wells hammers this one into left field or right field, and it is going to get down for a base hit. Volpe is nearly thrown out at second. I don't know. I think they might have got Volpe. The throw was off the plate. If it was on the bag, Volpe is out. So coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is called. Strike 1 on the outside portion of the plate. That was a 98-mile-an-hour sinker. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 0-2. Or 1-2, excuse me. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham hammers this one foul down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. And Avila sets. And he fires, and that changeup is down low. Count is even at 2-2. Avila sets and fires, and the sinker is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Generally, yes, Grisham is clutch. That's why I call him Captain Clutch. So the Yankees have the bases juiced with 1 out. Trent Grisham is up to bat. Count is even at deuces. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to Pasquantino. He's going to take it himself, but not before another run scores. So that's going to be an RBI ground out for Trent. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judges in the chambers. Yankees are going to have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low and away. Count is 1-0 for the captain. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a hard hit line out. Avila sets. Pitch is on the way, and that slider is down and away. Count is 2-0 on the captain. Pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on the captain. Yeah, they're pitching to him, but they're not. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. It is called ball 4, but Perez is challenging this one. And that pitch is going to be overturned. So the count is now 3-1 on the captain. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. So that's going to be ball 4 anyhow. And the captain is stripping his gear off, heading to first base. So once again, the bases are juiced full of Yankees. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Avila sets and fires, and Bellinger hammers this one straight back. Count is 0-1. Belly is 1 for 2 on the day with a solo shot home run. Avila sets and fires, and that sinker is in the dirt. Count is even at 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is up high. Count is now 2-1 on Belly. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered through the infield. And Wells is going to score. Volpe is going to score. And the captain is thrown out at third. So that is a 2-run single for Cody Bellinger. And the Yankee lead is going to be 9-0 at the end of 2.5. Well, Dave, if you're here, we may actually get past that 10 that you predicted. Coming up to bat in the bottom of 3 is going to be.
Good night, Papa.
All right, come here, baby. All
We
right.
need some cheer.
What are we going to say?
Let's go, Yankees.
Let's go, Yankees. Win big, baby.
Win big.
All right, give me a kiss. We're winning 9-0 right now. So, all right, love you.
Poor kid didn't understand when I'm trying to dress him up right. It doesn't.
And my little guy has he has Wacky Wednesday at school, and Elizabeth is trying to get up clothes to make him look wacky, and he's refusing. He says that doesn't match. I'm not wearing. All right, for those of you that are here, if you haven't, Wyatt is my grandson, but he lives with me, so he might as well be my son. For those of you that haven't, we have an active poll going. We have 14 votes at this point, so if you haven't voted, hey, John, welcome to the stream. If you haven't voted, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. There's nothing bad about it. People at church always consider us as parents. Actually, both my grandkids. We are at 17 likes. Our goal is 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And Schlittler is back on the bump. First pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball up off the plate. Count is 1-0. Noticing that Cam's velocity on his fastball is down. That was 96 mile an hour. Usually he was running 97, 98, 99. Schlittler sets and fires, and the first pitch is inside. Count is 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Goldie. Goldie fills it in the hole, flips it to Schlittler for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Michael Garcia, 0 for 1 on the day. Schlittler has 33 pitches in the game. Well, that would be something, wouldn't it? First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is inside for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Garcia flew out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up. Count is now 3-0. Yes, sir, Dave. Crooked number rules the day. Next pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1 on Garcia. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is now full. 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That's Cam's third strikeout of the night. So he goes from 0-3 to 3-3. Second out, coming up to bat is Bobby Witt Jr. And Schlittler sets and fires, and that curveball catches the inside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Witt. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is driven to right field. Judge is backing up, and that one is going to be out of here. So Witt hits an opposite field home run. That one went 386 feet at 103.2 miles an hour. So the Royals are now on the board. Yankees lead is 9-1. Coming up to bat is Vinny Pasquantino. What for what on the day? First pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is in there for call. Strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Pasquantino hammers this down the first base line. Foul. Count remains 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and it is up and in. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is now evened at deuces. Pitch is on the way, and Pasquantino has the bat sawed off in his hands. It's a slow roller to Jazz. Jazz flips it to Goldie for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Royals in the bottom of the third, but not before they add their first run. Score is 9-1. And from today's active scoreboard, Nationals now lead the Guardians 6-1 in the bottom of the ninth. Orioles lead the Rays 6-1 in the top of the eighth. Tigers lead the Angels 6-4 in the top of seven. Pirates are now leading the Cubs 10-1 in the bottom of seven. Braves now have a 5-3 lead on the Red Sox in the the bottom of six. Blue Jays lead the Marlins 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Reds are now leading the Mets 5-0 in the top of the sixth. As you know, in this game, going to the top of four, Yankees lead the Royals 9-1. Twins have a 2-0 lead on the White Sox in the bottom of four. Brewers have a 1-0 lead on the Cardinals in the bottom of four. Rangers have an 8-0 lead on the Astros in the top of second. And that is our active scoreboard at this time. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take this moment to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 14 votes thus far, so thank you. For participating in our active poll. We are at 18 likes, 12 short of our goal of 30. So please please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 738 subs here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, 2 short of our next milestone of 740. So please consider subscribing to one and the same. And Avila sets and he fires. The first pitch is a fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Goldie is 1 for 2 with a double on the night. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a stinker off the plate. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2 on Goldie. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this to Pasquantino. Pasquantino runs and takes it himself, and that is going to be the first out of the inning for the Yankees. Pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike one. I think that's a little bit high on Rice. Rice is 2 for 2 on the night. Next pitch is on the way, and it is bounced to Lofton. He shoots it to Pasquantino for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario, 2 for 2 on the day with a 2-run homer. Single, 2 runs scored. Pitch is on the way, and Rosario skies this one to right field. And Caglione is going to make the play in foul territory for the third out. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of 4. Coming up in the bottom of the 4th is going to be Salvi Perez, Carter Jensen, and Lane Thomas. All right, let's see. We got chat about Murakami. All right, I was not a fan of signing Murakami to the Yankees. Nothing to do with Murakami. It's a question of where was he going to play. He certainly isn't going to take over first base because that was his primary position. And he is a weak third base defender. So I'm not going to take a Gold Glove caliber third baseman and replace somebody who can't feel the ball. Not the way the team is built. Didn't have any doubt that he would be productive in the major leagues in my mind's eye. But a lot of baseball didn't have confidence in him, and he signed a cheap deal with the White Sox. It is what it is. What makes Brian Cashman untouchable? 29 years as a manager in charge of player development, which actually brought together the core 5. Not having a losing season in his tenure. I mean, there are a lot of things. I think this is probably Cashman's last year as the GM. I believe that he wants to go out with a world championship, and he may see some bold moves coming here come trade deadline time. I believe he's going to end up actually taking over as the president of baseball operations. And Schlittler sets. The first pitch to Perez is a fastball that paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-1. Perez is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in his first plate appearance. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. It's funny how we make the claims that George would have done this. Well, George had 19 years where he didn't win a World Series. And that pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the curveball is waved at by Perez for strike 3. That's going to be Cam's 4th strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Carter Jensen. It's funny. The arm patch on the Royals is QT. And that's like a 7-Eleven / Wawa organization called Quick Trip. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled into the dirt. Count is 0-1. And when I was a kid living in Kansas, I worked at Quick Trip. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is guide to left field. Bellinger is under it and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Lane Thomas. He is 1-for-1 on the day with a double. Derek Jeter has no desire to do anything with baseball unless it's be an owner. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is going to paint the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Schlittler sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is called ball two. I think he caught the outside or the top of the strike zone on that one. Count is 2-1. And Schlittler sets. The pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is even at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is hammered to left field. Bellinger is backing up, and he is going to make the play on the warning track for the third out. And that is going to do it for the Royals in the bottom of the fourth. Coming up to bat in the top of the fifth is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, and Austin Wells. And A-Rod isn't trusted by anyone in baseball to lead anything. If he was, he would be a bench coach or coaching in some capacity in the major leagues. His crap with PEDs precludes any team trusting him to actually do anything with their youngster. If you're looking for a general manager for the Yankees, I would consider Theo Epstein, former Red Sox and Cub manager who broke their long World Series streak. But I don't think he's available. I think that he's going to be the next commissioner of baseball. If not Epstein, then I would seriously consider Kim Ang, who came up in the Yankee system, got her shot at being a general manager with the Florida Marlins under Derek Jeter, loved being a general manager and was doing great things with that team. Yeah, that's who I just said, JJ. Right now, she is currently working with the Professional Women's Softball League. But I think if she was given the opportunity to take over as GM, I don't think that she would turn it down. And I believe that she is the natural progression from Brian Cashman. I think that Cashman is probably going to end up being the president of baseball operations for the New York Yankees. Can't even remember the guy's name. And she has certainly been vetted through the Yankees organization. And it looks like Avila is going to be out for another inning of work. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 14 active votes. And additionally, we are at 18 likes, 12 short of our goal of 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So if you haven't, please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network. They offer you a plethora of things from different sporting venues like football, basketball, wrestling. Jazz is the only Yankee without a hit today. He is 0 for 2 with a line out and a fly out. Next, first pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is inside low. Count is evened out 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is in the dirt. Count is 2-1 on Jazz. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a slider off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer up high for ball four. So Jazz is going to strip his gear off and head to first. That is the first time Jazz is touching the bases this evening. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe.
Test.